Look, let me ask you something. You're in your 30s. You make more money than you ever have before. On paper, you're doing fine. But somehow, your bank account still feels tight. Your savings doesn't look the way you thought it would by now. And every time you think you're getting ahead, something pulls you right back. Rent goes up. Groceries cost more. A car repair wipes out a month of progress. And retirement still feels, weirdly far away. And you start wondering quietly, am I behind, or is this just how it works? Because nobody tells you this part. Your 30s aren't when wealth magically starts working for you. Your 30s are when the system quietly tests whether you'll ever build wealth at all. And here's the uncomfortable truth. Most people who fail financially don't fail in their 20s. They fail in their 30s, while thinking they're doing everything right. And today, I want to talk about the things nobody warned you about building wealth in your 30s, the math traps, the psychological traps, and the invisible decisions that quietly decide whether you'll be wealthy or stuck. Because here's what most people don't realize. If you misunderstand money in your 30s, you don't just lose time, you lose momentum. And once momentum is gone, it's incredibly hard to get back. If you're new here, my name is Luke, and I spend way too much time thinking about money, wealth, psychology, and why so many smart people still end up broke. And if you're someone who's working hard, earning more than before, but still feels like you're running in place financially, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And give this video a thumbs up if this helps you out, because we're going deep today. No hype. No fake motivation. Just the truth. Here's the lie most of us grow up believing. Your 20s are for struggling. Your 30s are when things finally stabilize. Your 40s are when wealth starts compounding. Sounds reasonable, right? Except, it's wrong. According to data from the Federal Reserve Survey of Consumer Finances, the median net worth for people aged 35 to 44 in the US is roughly $91,000. That sounds okay, until you break it down. That includes home equity. That includes retirement accounts. That includes everything. Meaning the actual liquid wealth is often shockingly low. And here's what's wild. At the same age, the top 10% have a net worth over $1 million. Same age. Same economy. Very different outcomes. So what separates them? It's not hustle. It's not intelligence. It's not even income, because income differences explain way less than people think. It's decisions made between ages 28 and 38. And nobody prepares you for how brutal that decade actually is. Here's what changes in your 30s, psychologically and mathematically. In your 20s, you expect to be broke. So financial stress feels temporary. In your 30s, you expect progress. So financial stress feels like failure. And that changes how you behave. Look, this is where it gets really interesting. Your income usually rises in your 30s. But so do fixed commitments. Rent becomes a mortgage. A cheap car becomes a reliable one. Dating becomes marriage. Groceries become family groceries. Insurance, healthcare, childcare, all explode at once. And here's the problem. Your financial flexibility collapses. In your 20s, a mistake costs hundreds. In your 30s, a mistake costs years. And psychologically, you start optimizing for comfort instead of leverage. That's deadly. Now you might be thinking, yeah, lifestyle inflation. I already know that. No. You think you do. Because the lifestyle trap in your 30s is sneaky. It doesn't look like luxury. It looks like responsibility. Let me show you. Say you're 32 years old making $75,000 a year. After taxes, maybe you take home $4,500 a month. Now you upgrade your life just a bit. $1,600 rent. $450 car payment. $300 insurance. $800 groceries and eating out. $300 subscriptions, phone, internet. $250 miscellaneous. Suddenly you're spending $3,700 a month. That leaves $800. Sounds fine, until life happens. Now compare that to someone making the same income but living on $3,000 a month. That extra $700 invested at 7% over 30 years? That's over $800,000. Same income. Same intelligence. Different lifestyle expectations. This is where most people lose the game, quietly. Here's what nobody tells you. In your 30s, time starts compressing. In your 20s, 10 years feels endless. In your 30s, 10 years feels fast. And that changes risk tolerance. People become conservative right when leverage matters most. They stop investing aggressively. They stop learning high-income skills. They stop taking calculated risks. They say things like, I should be more responsible now. I can't afford to mess up. I'll just play it safe. But safety is expensive. Because compound interest doesn't care about your intentions, it cares about early capital. Let me hit you with a stat that should honestly make you uncomfortable. According to Vanguard data, someone who invests $6,000 per year starting at 25 and stops at 35 often ends up with more money than someone who invests the same amount from 35 to 65. Why? Because the first person gave compounding time. Here's the math. $6,000 per year for 10 years equals $60,000 invested. At 7%, left untouched for 30 more years, that becomes roughly $450,000 to $500,000. Now the second person invests $6,000 per year for 30 years, that's $180,000 invested, but they often end up with a similar or smaller final amount. Same effort. Different timing. This is where it gets really interesting. Most people in their 30s overestimate effort and underestimate timing. And timing is everything. Now you might be thinking, okay, but I'll just earn more. Look, income helps. But income without control just creates bigger problems. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, over 1/3 of households earning $100,000 plus live paycheck to paycheck. That's insane. And it tells you something important. Wealth is not built by income. It's built by behavior under increasing income. Here's what most people don't realize. The more you earn, the more social pressure you face to look successful. And looking successful is expensive. This is the psychological shift nobody warns you about. In your 30s, money stops being about survival and starts being about identity. You buy things to signal stability. To prove you made it. To calm anxiety. But wealth requires you to delay identity gratification. Wealthy people in their 30s often look boring. Their cars are paid off. Their homes are modest. Their lives aren't flashy. And that's not accidental. They're buying freedom, not validation. So what do? Here's the actionable part. Step 1. Lock your lifestyle. Decide what enough looks like, and freeze it. Step 2. Automate investing before lifestyle upgrades. Non-negotiable. Step 3. Build income. Leverage skills, side hustles, businesses. Step 4. Increase risk intelligently. Your downside is smaller than you think. Step 5. Play offense, not defense. Savings alone won't save you. Here's the truth. Your 30s are not late. But they are decisive. What you tolerate now, you normalize forever. And the good news? If you fix this decade, your 40s become powerful. Your 50s become optional. And your life becomes flexible. So don't wait. Because the scariest financial place to be isn't broke in your 20s. It's comfortable, busy, and stuck in your 30s. If this video helped you see money differently, hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Because this stuff matters.